heard when I said everybody said. I heard you do that. We are so glad to be here, honestly. It's just a joy. You know, I was through this area not too long ago telling everybody that I was retiring, and that is still the truth. I am not on the road at all like I have been the last 30 plus years. But from time to time, there are some invitations that we cannot say no to. And one of those is being in Huntington, West Virginia. Because this guy right over here is probably the happiest person in this entire room. My husband, Don, we've been married for what,
22 years.
22 years. And Don grew up right here in Huntington, West Virginia. So, Pony Express.
But I mean, I could say, here's if they get it right. I say, we are. Oh, come on, you got better than that. We are. That's it. And last night we had a bunch of WVU folks, and that didn't go so well.
It did not.
But it was a little bit of a
So how do you feel about being here? Is it just, it's cool, right?
You know what, I got to tell you, I was reading, I love Arnold Palmer, a golfer. I love his life. I was reading one of the books they put out, you know, he passed, and they've got 3 or 4 at the house. And this quote, of all things I read last week, I've got to give him credit. You know, when you quote somebody, you've got to give him credit. He said, your hometown, it's not where you're from, but it's who you are. That's how I feel, Huntington, West Virginia. It's who I am. West Virginia, you know, they say you can take the boy out of West Virginia, but you can't take the West Virginia out of the boy. And wherever Sandi and I go, we take your love, we take the Pestless family, the Perry family, Madison Avenue Church of God. I've got folks here. You know, wherever we go and sing, we take you with us. But it is so good to be home tonight in Huntington.
It is indeed. Well, on behalf of everyone in this room, we're very happy for you. And our kids are so happy for you as well.
Let's introduce the kids.
So Don and I, we've been married 22 years. When we got married, I had 4 kids. Anna, John, and Jen, and Aaron. Don had 3, Donnie, Allie, and Molly. And then we adopted our youngest one, Sam. And they were 11 years old and under, and now they're 33 years old and under. And so it's a wonderful new season that we are loving so very, very much. So let me tell you who is who. Donnie came up just a little bit ago, and he kind of welcomed you all in the beginning and asked you to scoot in a little closer. That's one of our boys. That's Donnie. And he probably won't even get back into this room tonight because he's our road manager and working on things that have to do with things that are coming up. But he's just like in a little office right off stage. I have a feeling he can hear us. So would you just put your hands together and help us say thank you to Donnie? And Donnie had the good sense a few years ago to ask this beautiful Texas girl if she would marry him. And you had the good sense to say, well, really what she said was, if there is pizza involved, yes, I will. So I just want you to know you are in the home of some very famous pizza places. Everoni's Pizza. So, and we had Gino's today, so, and then Stewart's Hot Dogs, we've got to hit that sometime too. So anyway, we know, you guys have been married
September 7th is 4 years.
So this is September 1st?
Yep.
4 years. Unbelievable. And I'm so glad you did say yes. Our son, he did good. But you know what? So did Katie, because we love our Donnie too. So would you say hi to Katie? And I know some of you were wondering, so let me just clear this up. Yes, they are twins.
It's true.
You know, there's not a thing about them that they share, but their birthday, which is November 30th. You guys are going to be 30 on the 30th this year. Wow. So let me tell you who is who. This is Jen. Jen and her husband, Scott, and their brand new baby boy. Well, he's a year, but he's still brand new.
Yes.
Even though he is an old soul. Live in Nashville, Tennessee. And so I just have to say that I'm so excited that Jen actually had a hotel room all to herself last night.
Praise the Lord.
And it was, you didn't have to get up for anybody.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. So you're gonna get home really rested.
Yes.
But Jen is on staff at a church there in Nashville and leads worship with music. And I'm so glad this didn't fall on a Sunday, so you could come and be with us. Would you say hi to Jen? And this is Jonathan. Jonathan's older by 1 minute, right? By 1 minute. Jonathan, you have something very special happening this year. Go ahead.
I'm getting married.
Yeah, and his sweet fiance, soon-to-be wife, her name is Rachel, and we love her. You know, I tell Jonathan's story not in any way to just remind any of us of the pain, but to remind us that God is incredible in spite of the brokenness in our lives. And when Jonathan was just shy of 2 years old, he had a pretty major head injury that required surgery. And the doctors were unsure kind of what the rest of his life would look like. And while I'm sure that Jonathan would tell you that some things in life have been difficult, I think some of the things that God has given him is the way he sees music and the way he paints colors with notes and with words. And so I never ever take it for granted when I get to say every night, would you please welcome my son, Jonathan. And over here on this beautiful piano is our musical director, keyboard virtuoso, arranger, orchestrator. If you've been in a choir at any time in your life, you probably have sung a praise gathering, the octavo. You probably have sung the octavo. That's a really fancy word. And arranged, written, orchestrated by Jay Rouse. This is Jay Rouse right here. Say hi to Jay Rouse. Hey, is your mic on?
I feel like you can't.
I can't hear you. Turn his mic on in the house, if you would. Oh, it's
Is it
on.
about me, Will, or is it about?
I hear it, but I don't hear it in the house.
I think you guys hear me, but they don't hear me.
There we go.
There you go.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, so you just had something really cool happen in your
Yes.
family's life, so
Yes, just as of last Thursday, my youngest daughter, my only daughter, went to college, and so we are officially empty nested.
yeah. And how is that going for you?
Well, you know, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely an adjustment. You walk by the room and it's empty. Nice part, the bed's always made. But tough part is
And you
she's
can
not
see
there.
the carpet
You
on
can
the
see
floor.
the carpet. Good
Yeah.
point.
You know, let Don and I just kind of speak a word of encouragement
Oh, yeah, sure.
to you guys, because we've been empty nester now for a while. And I know you kids worry about us sometimes, and you think, oh, they're just so lonely, and you know, they're sad. It's awesome. So I just
Good to know.
let us
Good to
just
know.
speak that over you.
That's great.
But we are just, we are loving this season. And a lot is because now we have grandkids.
Yeah.
And not only do we have Jen's little boy, Aiden, but our oldest, Anna, has 2 little kids, Thatcher and Maddie. And when the twins were born, my brother Mike and Craig wrote this song for them. And I recorded